Hey there, Virgo. Okay, now that I've just babbled on about nothing. Whew, okay. At the bottom of the deck, I'm using my two new tarot decks, the Jeopardized Tarot and the Line Strider Tarot. The bottom of the deck, we have death, transformation. There will have been, if not a major transformation in your whole life, in sort of that permeates all aspects of your life, at least some major changes in parts of it. And it has seemed to be a more global change because of some profound inner realization or just truly wanting to, just like everything's on the table, everything's up for discussion, everything's up for examination, absolutely everything, whether we think we can change it or not. But I mean, I'm talking people are going to move, completely change careers, get out of relationships, start relationships that they're afraid to get into. It's all going to come from an internal shift in just how we're living our lives. And we want to bring things more into balance, more. And by balance, it's like, because we have the lovers, both of the lovers came up in your spirituality category. So that's all about choices, and sure, it can be about lovers, but it's really about honoring our commitments and making choices. So, for example, we'll use the most easy example, and that's, so you meet someone, you fall madly in love, you get married, you're up there in front of everyone at your wedding saying, I choose you. Well, great, that's awesome, that's easy, but that's only the beginning. Then you have to every day you make choices throughout the day, every day, all day long, every single day for the rest of your life. Are you choosing that commitment? Obviously, you can't choose it all the time, but you should be choosing it more often than not. So every decision, do you choose to go out after work and have a drink with your colleagues? Or do you make plans with your significant other? Do you go to the gym? Do you choose? So there has to be a balance between that. But this is not just a love thing. This is all your commitments. So if you say you're committed to a healthy lifestyle, are you eating healthy? Are you choosing the gym over sitting on the couch, over drinking beer and eating pizza with your friends? What does that balance look like? If you're doing one, if you're choosing the unhealthy thing over the healthy thing more often than not, are you truly living the healthy lifestyle you think, at least whether you proclaim it or not, inside you think you're living? If you're a nice person, if you're a good person and you want to preach love, are you snarky to that clerk? This is me. I get like that. I really need to work on that. Oh yeah, let's be good to everyone, and I can let people set me off more than they should. And for example, this is a good one. I was at an antique show with my son. He likes antiques and he loves American pickers. So he thinks he's American pickers. It's so cute when we go to these like antique shows. And I was looking at this clock, and it was like a $400 clock, but Jake was like, oh, it doesn't work. And so I just sort of moved it ever so slightly so I could look at the back, and you could open this part in the back. And, I'm 45. I was not, picking this thing up and turning it. I was being careful. And this lady comes rushing over like it was my 10-year-old doing this. Oh my God, be careful. And I was like, and I just took my son and I like walked out of the booth and sort of put my hand up like, I was going to buy something for her. And was like really indignant. Like, I'm not buying that now. And she was a little over the top, but did I really need to, she was worried about her thing. Did I really need to have that reaction? And okay, if that happens every once in a while, fine. But if that happens more than not, it's like we really need to examine. That's what you're really going to be examining. Do I really love my job? Am I really living my life's purpose? Am I in a relationship that's really fulfilling, or am I just going through the motions? So the focus is this beautiful Queen of Gardens. I love this card. We have the butterflies, the transformation. You guys practically can make the changes you need in your life. You can make tangible changes. You have the resources. You have the ability to manage this transformation you want to make. You can practically make it happen. And you have the motivation, passion, and enthusiasm. So this is like a powerhouse couple here, these two cards. You have this very capable Queen of Pentacles with this spark of enthusiasm from this Ace of Wands, this motivation, this passion to bring about these changes. Now, in your work life, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So something's changing, something's happening, whether it's how you look at your work or something out of your control. Things are changing. And it's really interesting. In this card, there's almost this circular pattern with the bunnies is almost mirroring or not mimicking the wheel, which is very interesting because I never think of the Four of Wands is all about stability, but it's sort of, to me, it's like almost the feel of the World card, like something coming full circle. Like what was stable isn't anymore. What was, so, you could read this as your work life is very stable, and it's not so much that it isn't, but it's like it doesn't feel right to you. It's not adding to your stability. It's not necessarily making you happy anymore. And if you're not like fulfilled and it's just not feeling right, you're not going to feel stable. Even just getting that paycheck isn't necessarily making you feel good. But there can very well be some changes happening in your workplace that are sort of making you a little weary about whether or not it's a stable place to work. And I think that's going to be a really good motivator to making some changes that you may not have felt comfortable making before because it felt safe. So it's actually going to be a really motivating thing. In the home life, you are feeling trapped. You're in denial about something. You feel like you can't make some of the changes you want to make. And there's just a decision in passion, a decision in, it's like, here's the world. It's like everything's up for consideration. What do you want out of your life on this planet? And trying to make some big decisions about that. Focusing this new passion and how to make decisions in all areas of your life to be able to bring about into practical manifestation. So you have the Nine of Swords over here. So for some of you, your relationship is stressful and worrying you, and you are going to have a breakthrough and get out. Okay, some of you need to run like the wind, get the hell out of there. And some of you need to get out of sort of this denial over here and make some decisions and have some conversations, and things may change for the better. Just because you have a conversation, if the relationship is meant to be, that other person may surprise you and may agree or may be able to soothe some of your worries, and you guys may have a whole fresh new beginning. Maybe you need to communicate you don't feel like they've been honoring the relation, the commitment of the relationship, or vice versa. Maybe you can be like, I've really been checked out and I've really screwed up and I'm really sorry and I'm going to make some changes fast and try to get the passion back into our relationship, because it is a worthy relationship. And some of you are going to make the choice to leave. And if you're single, it's like you got to stop worrying about it and make sure all the rest of your life is going the way you want it to go. Because if it's not, then it's not really a great time to bring someone in. Because if we're unhappy in other areas of our lives, then we tend to put expectations on a new love interest that they're going to fulfill us and they're going to make us happy. And it's not a great way to start a relationship. It puts a lot of pressure on someone else, and we need to be happy and fulfilled and living our lives in an authentic way. And then we're going to attract someone that is more in line with that. It's like you don't want to attract some sad, anxiety-ridden person if that's sort of the vibe you're sending out. You know what I mean? You want to attract this capable, passionate, living life in a really authentic way. Don't you want to attract another person like that? So you guys, you have the mental strength to sort of realize you've been in denial about something. You've allowed something to sort of go on longer than it's needed to. But really examine what you say is important in your life, and if you really are honoring that by choosing it. Making the choice to whatever it is, live a healthy lifestyle, put your family first, put your hopes and dreams first, save money, be happy, be a good, caring person to others, whatever it is, any and everything, and examine that and make small changes. It can seem like, oh, everything is going to change, but just make some small changes here and there and they'll sort of snowball. And I think when you guys are exiting, you're going to really be feeling like you've made some practical changes and really been able to, that are really going to transform how you live your life. And be more a more balanced and authentic existence for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. It looks like it's going to be an incredible month. And I'll see you at the next video. Take care.